Right.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
May I?
Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa.
there is an issue about executive privilege.
Yes.
According to this committee, only cabinet level ang merong executive privilege. But according to the Secretary of Justice, covered daw na executive privilege, pati yung Chief PNP. Andito man si Justice Ascuna. Pwede bang malaman, sir, yung opinion mo tungkol dito? About executive privilege? Kung sino ang covered? Up to what level yung covered ng executive privilege? Kasi baka mamaya, yung patrolman na imbestigahan namin dito next time, hihingi ng executive privilege. So gusto ko lang sana kung meron kang may ma-share sa amin na opinion, sir, as to this matter. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes, you recognize Justice Ascuna. We need your help.
Your Honors, when we were drafting the Constitution, present Constitution, we were thinking of adopting some portions of a parliamentary system, like the question hour, so that the members of the cabinet will be obliged to answer questions before committees of Congress. But we could not agree on the specifics, I think, but there is some element of the parliamentary system that we're able to introduce. But we also acknowledge, because we follow the presidential system, executive privilege. So we have a question hour. You can oblige members of the cabinet to appear before you, but they can also claim executive privilege. Now, whether sub-cabinet levels can invoke the privilege, I think they can if they do so as representatives of their cabinet members. In other words, what you cannot do directly, you cannot do indirectly. So if you cannot question the cabinet member, you cannot get the answer by questioning his undersecretary, in my view. So it depends whether or not the question really is something that pertains to the sensitive work of the cabinet member.
Thank you, sir.
To your mind, sir, the orders to the Chief PNP, therefore, are executive privilege. Is that correct?
They partake of functions that pertain to national security, so they might be subject to privilege. It is, I think, in case of doubt, we should decide in favor of the privilege because of the because of the presidential system that we have. So the parliamentary elements are an exception. So in case of doubt, you decide in favor of the rule against the exception.
That's right. Thank you, Honorable Ascuna. And perhaps we go to another topic, and that is that as important as the details of the actual arrest of PRRD are the events which took place prior to this. Firstly, the Quadcom hearings, the arrival of the ICC personnel in the country, the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, the DOJ task force and case buildup. Let's tackle them in chronological order. The Quadcom started in August, and among the most important witnesses discovered by the Quadcom were those testimonies of Reina Garma and Leonardo. Is that right? That became pivotal. Prosecutor, would you like to assay an opinion?
Yes.
Mahalaga po yun, yung dalawa, no?
Yes. Again, good afternoon, Madam Chair.
Yes,
Yes, you
po.
are correct, Madam Chair, in pointing out that Rohina Garma was one of those witnesses called in the Quadcom committee hearing, and her testimony in that Quadcom committee was one of the more important highlights of the investigation. There were other witnesses who were called, I believe.
I think the Leonardo testimony was also very crucial.
That is correct, Madam Chair.
And they identified an individual called Muking Peter Parungo, among others. Is that correct? With a bank account where allegedly the incentives to policemen were deposited.
I believe that was mentioned, Madam Chair.
Yes. Okay. And SOJ thereafter urged the DOJ to cooperate and assist with the Quadcom in providing all the testimonies necessary. Is that correct, Secretary Remulla?
Yes, ma'am. And in fact, we have written communication with each other on
Oh,
this
is
matter.
that so? I'm
Yes.
only aware of the Department Order 778.
No, but with the Quadcom, it was a formal turnover of documents.
I see.